Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, March 26th. This is IGTV with Roger Keisling of keywebco.com. It's also eCom Tips podcast publication. I am trying to do something new. I do a IGTV show every Monday live to announce what I'll be talking about all week long at my Facebook live show. I do Facebook Live every single day on Facebook on my personal page. My name is Roger Keisling. That's Keyserling. So you go to my personal page, and every morning at 8:30 Central Standard Time, I talk about e-commerce. I talk about what's going on with my business. I talk about just basically everything. But on Mondays, I do a live IGTV show where I announce what those topics are going to be, generally throughout the week. So that works really well. I do lots of different things. So one thing that I was thinking about is, it's very easy for me when I do an IGTV show to pull the MP3 file and then transmit that as a podcast. Most of my viewers actually are on my podcast and my Facebook Live show. I did a season on IGTV last year. I did 25 episodes, but I tried to do them too often. That's why I went to the once a week thing. But then I started thinking about it. I was like, it's very easy to make a podcast from my IGTV show. So I think I might just intermittently throughout the week just go live on IGTV and then transmit that via my podcast. Now, this particular episode isn't really an official show or anything like that. I just wanted to let you guys know that you may be hearing on my podcast a few more IGTV transmissions. The problem with doing this is, if you are listening to my podcast, you're not seeing me on video on IGTV. So I have to pay attention to make sure I don't say, oh, here, look at this, and not tell what you're looking at. So it's going to take a little bit of changing how I discuss things if I decide to do IGTV that gets transmitted more often as a podcast. Now, of course, my Monday show is always going to be a podcast, and I've designed it to do that. But most of my IGTV stuff that you'll see is not, you won't be looking at me. You'll be looking at videos of like a podcast or a video, not a podcast. You'd be looking at videos of like a blog. For example, I think I have one up there about Tailwind. If you scroll through my IGTV, you'll find it. So I have a GIF image or some sort of moving video, and then I do a voiceover that tells you what's in the blog. And of course, the link for the blog is there. Actually soon, all of my blogs will have blog narration that is actually a podcast. So this is the way it works. If you are looking around and you don't know really what you want to do today, or you're shopping around, or even if you just want to work on your business, this is what you need to do. You need to go to keywebco.com. Now, yes, that is a store, but it is my own website store. So I am able to offer everything under the planet there. And I am giving away free apps. I've got all kinds of freebies and discounts on software. Anyone that plays that little visit and win, if you go to keywebco.com, you'll see a little tiny black box on the right of the screen. It says visit and win. That's where all the prizes are, so to speak. Now, as you scroll through the page, you'll see these sliders going across. You can click any of those and it'll take you to those sites. But the important one to click is the visit and win. The other thing that's important, you need to look through my menu. I have a lot of things available in the menu, not just shopping. Now, of course, if you want to go shopping, you scroll down to the bottom where it says search KeyWebco. You type in whatever you want. It's very difficult to window shop at keywebco.com at this time because I have thousands and thousands of products, and my collections are okay, but there's a lot of products that need to be put in different collections. As a matter of fact, that's my biggest project going on now for myself, is to make my automated collections work better. It's very difficult to window shop when people click a collection. What I'm going on about is, if you go look at dresses, you expect to see human dresses. Unfortunately, I don't have my collections done well enough that you're going to see dog dresses, you're going to see dolls with dresses. That's not good. That makes it too difficult to window shop. If someone's looking for a dress, they don't want to look at a bunch of doll dresses, and they don't want to look at a bunch of pet dresses, costumes and stuff like that. They want to look at dresses. So window shopping at my store is not very good yet. You can find everything using the search. You basically have to go to the search button and click, I am looking for a man's suit. It doesn't call up the collections that way. It goes in and calls up the products that way. So you'll get a better representation of your window shopping with using search. That's not good. That's the one bad thing at keywebco.com that I'm working on. It's because I have so many products go up and down a day. 10,000 products, some sell out, new ones are added. I've got 200 or 300 things going up and down a day. There's no way I can 200 or 300 manually add each one unit to a collection as I do this. So I have what's called automated collections, where you go into the title and you say, okay, if this title has the word dress in it, put it in this collection. Then you have to go through and make exceptions. If this title has dress in it, but does not, and if this title has the word cat in it, don't put it in the thing. Well, I don't have all those things written out properly. Some of my collections aren't too bad. Like if you look at the shoes ones, the shoe collections come out pretty good. The bag collections come out pretty good. But so that is the one drawback that keywebco.com has. It's a little difficult to window shop. When you're looking through the collections, you will see some things that don't belong in those collections. But like I said, my search is fantastic. Just go down to the bottom, hit that little search keywebco, and you'll find exactly what you're looking for. I am not sure if that search also reads the blogs. I thought it did, but I think you may actually have to open the blog page to search, but I'm not sure. I have to mess around with it today. All right, well, back to topic. Basically, what I am talking about today is I think I'm going to do an IGTV podcast, so to speak, for eCom tips intermittently between my live shows on Monday. All right, well, that's just a little update on what's going on with keywebco.com. I am Roger Karsling. I do a Facebook Live show every day around 8:30. As a matter of fact, I'm 1 minute late for my show because I'm on here doing this one. It's 8:30-ish. It can be as late as 9:30 sometimes, but normally it's around 8:30. On my Facebook Live shows, you can ask any question you want, but if you watch my IGTV show on Monday, you'll kind of know what we're talking about mostly. I wanted to also give one little shout out to another business that has nothing to do with me, Bolarama on YouTube. I watch Bolarama on YouTube every Sunday. That is where I get my what happened, what's coming up, without having to sift through all of the conjecture and half facts. Bolarama is all fact-based. It is done by Jay Kraft. He does an excellent job. It is the show that I watch every week, and my time is very valuable. I watch the entire show. I don't want to miss any of it. So if it's worth my time, I think it's probably worth yours, and I have actually gotten information out of that show that still saves me money to this day, especially on my shipping. I've saved over $1,040 now on my shipping in 7 months because of information I learned at Bolarama on Jay Kraft's YouTube Sunday show. So definitely check that out. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on a little bit about e-commerce, kind of telling you what I'm up to. I like to keep all of my audiences informed of where I'll be and when I'll be there. So if you have a question, you can find me. Have a great day, and I have to come up with a catchphrase for the end of everything that I do. My old catchphrase that used to be in all my videos is, once you hear that ka-ching, make sure you ship that product. Even if you can't take it to the post office that day, buyers like to see that some activity's done after they've paid you some money. They know you haven't shipped it, but they want to see that you've got their package ready to go. So, a good word of advice to get that positive feedback: ship those items. Even if you can't take it to the post office, ship those items as soon as those orders come in. That way the buyer knows, hey, he got my money. He started the process to get me my product. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to everyone again soon.